Greetings everyone, it's Robert here. Hope you're having a fantastic day. I am most definitely not, because I actually beat the stage. But what ended up happening was my capture froze again, so I didn't need to have a look at it. Possibly it's again because I'm using a cheap old rubbishy card. So kind of exactly what I anticipated. I was hoping that I could sort of circumvent that problem by doing some things, but apparently not. I mean, it might be that I just have to faff about some of the settings. Might come down to how I capture things, whether it be I change the resolution, or I don't really know. But I'm really annoyed because I got past this section. I actually got to where I needed to be. I was in the next stage and everything, and it froze. Not when I beat it, but sort of near the end. It no, someone dropped a heart, which says to me I was at the end. Anyway, it froze as I was climbing up the 8080, which I won't accept, because then I would have basically restarted recording with me there, but you wouldn't have seen me do it, and that wouldn't have sat well with me. I would have sat there and thought I'd feel a bit like a fraud if you didn't physically see me do it. I say that I'm not using my webcam at the moment because just because I am not at the moment. Oh, no. Okay, so it seems that if you kill something as you're dying, it will, because it counts as you being outside the vehicle, it'll drop a heart. That's interesting. This. I'm so angry. You have no idea how annoying it is when you're stuck. I mean, at least I won't be showing that section again, or at least I won't be repeating. Unlike the other recording that I've put up where I've failed miserably. Oh no. There's really a point in me putting out that one where I failed miserably. I keep failing miserably as it is. Now, if I had force powers, if I could use force heal, this would be so much easier. Yes, because force heal is a thing. A thing that we've known about in the gaming world for ages, so when they introduced it into the movies and people were like, what? It's like, yeah, Jedi can heal people. It does completely like ruin like certain things. I mean, it does beg the question, with force heal being a thing and it being a thing for, I mean, you use quite extensively in the games. It does make you wonder why couldn't Obi-Wan heal Qui-Gon and you know, just little things like that. I can't believe this. It's all I feel like I'm saying right now. But yeah, what ended up happening, I can at least tell you the story about how I actually did manage to get into that section. Again, it was incredibly tense. I ended up falling through the platform again. I'm not quite sure why. Like, I don't know if there's like a couple of pixels that you will just sort of slip through. It's very frustrating either way. And I've taken way too much damage against these guys. And again, I'm still trying to figure out if it's a matter of you need to destroy a certain amount of enemies, or if it's time-based. It's just... Oh my god. Okay. We've got to run. We've got to run, people. Okay. Right. So we're just gonna literally like make a mad dash up the 8080 leg, and As long as these guys would stop harassing me. Here we go. In we go. We've done it, folks. Alright. Now we get to discuss how much I hate these guys. So these like grenade stormtroopers are just annoying because they seem to be placed strategically just to annoy you. I'm eating damage. I really should avoid that. I'm pretty sure. Is there not a health pickup? So obviously these little robot-y things, they don't drop health, which is really frustrating. I thought they sometimes drop big hearts, but apparently not. But no, we just deal with it. Because yeah, they'll basically block your way and just be super annoying. Oh, that. Watch out, because that will explode with shards and... Sorry, that little ball just rolls into my ankle and kills me. Brilliant. I did tell you this game got harder. Did I say it got harder? I just said it was hard, didn't I? Yeah, you can see what I mean now, hopefully. What makes it sort of super frustrating is not every enemy drops health. So you end up like taking quite a lot of damage. To the point where you're probably taking more damage than what you're getting back. Like there, I probably took like... No, what the... Oh, you see, that one dropped a big heart. They can drop big hearts sometimes. Get past you. Yeah, just freaking Thermal Detonator the screen. I'm pretty sure there's like... I could have sworn there was like a health pickup somewhere. Yeah, I mean, you can like use your lightsaber to bounce back the grenades. It doesn't help though. There we go, that's better. I just... Oh. Yeah, what's annoying as well in this game in particular is nope. What's annoying for this one in Return of the Jedi, there's a dedicated block button, so you could just press a button and then you go into like your blocking pose. But this one you have to kind of be swinging your lightsaber and press down usually to go into your blocking pose. Yeah, sure, probably, but again, I'm pretty sure there's like pickups that are sort of hidden. Oh no, that's not good. Yeah, so there we go. That's what I wanted. I just want that big heart just to... Hang on a minute. That secret bullet curved all the way around. What absolute git. You know what, I'm just gonna... We're not even gonna worry about killing those stormtroopers, we're just gonna jump over them. Same for those things, we're just going to... Oh, shield, useful. That will temporary invincibility. Will just carry me to the next floor. So yeah, my plan to stream things will probably be on hold again, just because if my plan was that the I wasn't going to be suffering from the capture card freezing, I probably would... Oh, okay. Really? Yeah, that much of a git, aren't you? Oh, no. Just jump between the two. How far? No, 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 no. Is it where? Oh, I had a thermal detonator. Rail. Oh. Okay. Now we're on top of the 8080. Now we're getting somewhere. And it's these guys. Of course. Now what we can do, here we go, that's what I wanted. We're going to take this thermal detonator. A lot of this game can be cheesed horrifically with thermal detonators. I mean, to be totally honest, that's canon to the film. Luke Skywalker cuts a hole underneath the AT-AT, throws a thermal detonator in there. Okay, the Imperial troops have entered the base. Give the evacuation code signal. Get to your transports. I'll find the princess and get her to the Falcon. Yes. Get to play Han Solo now. And you start with Flame, which is really useful, because if you started with a bog standard blaster, I would have cried. The bog standard blaster is awful. That being said, I also feel that the Flame is nowhere near as good as it was in... Actually, no, it still one hits the Stormtroopers, that's fine. But yeah, a lot of this game can be cheesed with the old thermal detonators. There's a couple of bosses which, if you have a thermal detonator, you'll literally just like take out in just that one hit. And I highly recommend that for, especially that boss, because to be totally honest, it's not too difficult to farm for the thermal detonator. I mean, otherwise you're just sort of sitting there in the corner blocking. You're reflecting the shots from the cannons back at itself. It's quite a boring boss. Even if you're doing the boss legitimately, it is still quite a boring boss. Hey, I got some grenades. Yeah, I can go yeet. And I think the actual metal shards will still, even ones from your own grenades will still push you around. So, you know, it's... Yeah, and they don't behave well with the grenade troopers either. Which, why would they? Why would the Seeker, which arguably is a really useful... Hang on a minute, what's here? There's probably going to be some power-ups here that I'm going to want. Grenades. Hey, blaster power. Nice. I will take the ion. Oh, but yeah. Where are we hoping to be? By the end of this episode, I'm hoping I'll be in Dagobah. Shoot everywhere. This is one of those games which does, particularly this one, there's a lot of like just shoot things and you might find stuff. There's a lift over there, apparently. Man, I feel bad for those stormtroopers just jumping through a door and it's like immediately met with a hail of ion. Yeah, Han Solo's role is kind of weirdly hilarious. He's a sort of wee. So who set up those? Did the Alliance set up those? Did we set up death traps in our own freaking base? Really? I mean, I did say we hadn't seen the last of those guys. They do. They seem to be a common fixture. So yeah, not my favourite. It was probably my own fault in the last stage that... Oh, excellent. Oh, plasma. Nice. That's actually going to be really helpful against the boss. And actually, I think there's a little bit before the boss it's going to be really helpful. Around sort of around this area, I think. Is it in this stage? I can't remember now. Oh, really? Let's just make sure that we... Any sort of extras we can get would be worth having. I can't help but think I'm now going the right way, but to be totally honest... Oh, nice. Oh, it's a shield. Oh, super useful. Are these, like, giant mech things? Very weird. The reason why getting 2 lots of shields is actually useful is because the timer on those shields will stack. So yeah, there's a blaster. 2 lots of grenades. Nice. Okay. Not what I want. I want to see if I can farm a detonator quickly. Because again, it's just going to make my life so much easier. Now eventually I think these doors will dry up of enemies, so I might just have to suck it up. If I don't get a grenade in the next, what, 3 or 4? We'll go 3. Another 3 after this. I say grenade, thermal detonator. Sorry, I've got grenades. Grenades aren't terribly useful. Oh well. Let's go! So yeah, this is a weird boss. I mean, having the plasma is going to be really useful here because I'm just going to do like the kind of damage I need to do. There we go. And now we just... There we go. Oh, not so bad. And if I told you, we're still not done with Hoff and Hahn. I know, right? When was that? There's another stage. And look! This guy! No. No grenade throwing for you, buddy. I wish I kept my health swords over. But no, never mind. So, this is one thing I kind of don't like about this game. The fact that we are now on like another Hoff stage, another Echo-based stage. Like, one of either this stage or the previous stage, kind of superfluous. We don't need this many Hoff stages for Hahn to get to Leia so they can flee. That's just my view on it. We could have just had one of these stages and then we can get to the next part. But it's sort of the same with when you're playing as Luke in the second ice cave you go to. I don't understand the function of it other than sort of adding. This game already has more stages than the previous game, so oh god. Hang on a second, is there a door that I can... No, there isn't. Miserable, because I'm pretty sure there's another one. No, just the one. God. As you would have seen that I'd taken a surprising amount of damage. No, you. So yeah. This game does sort of force you a little bit to do a little bit of that, to sort of camp out like enemy spawn points, either till they dry up just to make your life easier, or just so you don't die. You know, farming health. But this game is also annoying with the health because not everything drops health. I mean, thankfully the stormtroopers do, and sorry, the fact that Hahn can he can do his little roll and go back and forth like that is hilarious. But yeah, there's, particularly in Cloud City. Cloud City is a good example. The first Cloud City stage you do, I feel that there's a lot of the time you'll spend a fair amount of time sort of sitting there trying to like farm up just health, just so you can start tackling the next section until you get to the next like door that infinitely spams out enemies. Yeah, the reason why I just use those thermal detonators is because they're not going to be too useful for me, because they only last like Like 10 seconds, I think. Man, imagine if the thermal detonators lasted like till like the end, until you press that button. But no. That's annoying. Now what's interesting about this boss is interesting because you actually need Han's grenades for this boss. Because look, it's a... Well, there should be... There it is. That's what I need. Because what you need to do is destroy this gun. Here we go. And once you've destroyed that gun, he's going to jump back and forth, and I can just stand here and shoot him. Thank God. If you don't have any grenades, I don't know if you can actually defeat that boss, because I think you need the grenades to destroy that little gun turret. Make him weak. Right, so... this bucket of box is never going to get past that blockade. This thing's got a few surprises left in her. Left in her, sweetheart. Yeah, the fact that the hyperdrive doesn't work, but let's not talk about that. So we have a nice sort of Mode 7 first-person-y light section. Now, during this section, we have ties coming from behind, and what I find is probably the most effective thing to do is if you just head in like a diagonal direction like this. Okay, that's kind of not working this time. So we've got to get rid of 20 of them, which actually isn't so bad. Not as bad as Shadow of the Empire, where you have to take out, I think it's what, 60 ties and 20 tie bombers? It's insane. So yeah, you have your little radar, and if one of the red dots is in that plus sign, it means that they will start shooting at you, and they will do damage. And you've also got to be careful of asteroids. The asteroids aren't so bad. This isn't like Star Wars for the NES, where the asteroids are... Oh, hang on a minute. I think I've got to wait, because it will tell me to head to a location. No? Where do I need to be? Because the other ties aren't spawning, and it's because I need to be in a certain location. Here we go. It's telling me to head down. So basically what you're trying to do is you're trying to obviously get into hyperspace. Try to find your there we go, there's the ties. The stage is actually quite generous for how much damage you can take. I don't recall this one being too terrible. Again, it's not like Shadows where you've got to take out a ridiculous amount of enemies, and as you can see, I've taken a number of hits, but I'm still like half shields, which is respectable. There we go. You know what? I reckon I could probably do Dagobah. Oh, head up. Wait for some more TIE fighters to spawn. Grab that rock. Come on, where are you? Okay, there they are. But yeah, if you kind of just keep... I find if you keep hitting in like the diagonal up, you're generally... Oh no, I'm actually not doing too good here. Not doing too hot. I'm hitting too many rocks. Oh, no. The whole point was this was supposed to be a relative... No! I knew I thought this was a relatively easy stage. Oh, son of a gun. Which means I've lost my plasma now, which is annoying, but I'm not going to be needing that for... I'm not going to be needing the plasma for a while, and by the time I'm back to needing a gun, I should be back up to my... I should at least be up to Seeker, I think. Provided I don't die in Dagobah. Huh, I hadn't considered that. I hadn't considered that being a possibility. Oh, come on. No. How did I miss both of you? Oh, what a pain in the butt this is. There we go. Okay. Move up. Look at those twinkling stars, and I feel like they're supposed to be helping me? I don't really know. God damn it. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. There they are. Takes them a while to spawn, doesn't it? And to that end, because it takes them a while to actually appear, does mean that you're kind of just opening yourself up to being mashed up by freaking asteroids. Coming from that side of me, that's fine. Okay, 5 left. And we know that... Move up. Just gotta hope that... Trying to avoid some asteroids until those ties appear. There we go. Tell you what, I hadn't actually really realised, but it does feel like the further you get into the stage, the denser the astro field kind of gets, which makes sense, but... I'm gonna die again, aren't I? I'm gonna game over. I can't believe this. Oh my word. I don't remember this stage being this hard. And it's probably my own fault. It's probably because of the way I'm moving. I probably don't want to be doing the diagonal. I find that's probably the easiest. Because you'll notice... Oh, well, I didn't get that one. I got that one. There we go, just get a couple of these guys. Can't believe I missed him. I tell you what, we'll get to Dagobah and we'll end things there. I think we'll have to do Dagobah next time. It's just a little bit frustrating. Come on. Ready, avoid. Oh, hello. No. This is why I say keep going diagonal. Because I swear to God. There we go, so I think it wants me to be sort of here-ish, but we'll find out. Oops, move out of the way a little bit from incoming asteroids. Oh, there's the ties. Excellent. Oh, no, I'm going to miss him because, yeah, because I'd moved a little bit to the left, which had meant that I wasn't... I can't believe this. Again, I'm just soaking up damage. Hemorrhaging health. Okay, cool. Am I going to be alright in trying to deal with the last 5 ties? Hopefully. Oh, I'll tell you what, mashing the button actually makes you fire faster. Good to know. Right. Oh no. Come on. I've got this. 2 more. No! Flew straight into an asteroid there. I don't remember this being this hard. I'm hating everything about this right now. Like, I always... yeah, possibly because I'm thinking about easy mode. Even when I did this on Jedi, I didn't have this many problems. I had problems in the next stage, sure, but... not the asteroid belt. Or asteroid field. No. 2 more of these guys. You've got to move in this kind of manner anyway, because see they get behind you and you've got to try and get them off your tail. Gotcha. Okay, cool. Get down the asteroids that are sort of coming directly into my face. Oh, there they are. I'm curious to kind of understand how level... I think I mentioned this before in A New Hope. It'd be interesting to know how levels like this kind of work. Just because it's sort of... I'm trying to how to explain it. I don't really have the words to explain it. Because obviously we're not physically moving. You know, we're not in a sort of a space, a 3D space. So things are kind of spawning around us, and we're kind of just panning along a map, if you will. Oh my word. I'm hitting way too many asteroids at this point. Okay, one more, and I've got 3 lots of shield. Okay, excellent. Okay, now I've just got to find my way to where I need to be, warp out of here. It's just... eventually, you'll get arrows telling you where you need to be. Oh! Okay, it just snapped me there. It's like, no, you know what? You've suffered long enough. Which I really have. Meanwhile, in a different part of the galaxy, there's nothing wrong, R2, just setting a new course. We're not going to regroup with the others, we're going to the Dagobah system. Yes. R2, where are you? Oh no! You've lost your trusty droid. Right, so what I'm going to do, we're going to end things here for the time being, and yeah, my god. That was physically exhausting, and I know that there's like some other bits that are going to be really difficult coming up, so hopefully those won't be so bad. At least, you know what, I'm going to look forward when I hit Return of the Jedi and the game is so much easier. The game is... Return of the Jedi is still a challenging game, but it's nowhere near as bad as this one. Anyway, I look forward to seeing you when I next do. Hey, thanks for joining me on this episode of Super Empire Strikes Back. So, for what was basically like 5 stages, that took us way longer than I really wanted it to. That took so long, but we're now in Dagobah, and we've only then got the Cloud City stuff to do, and we're almost done. We're almost done with Empire Strikes Back. Sweet Jesus, this was rough. Anyway, I look forward to seeing you when I next do.